At 5, a twist into the death investigation in St. Lucie County. Detectives originally thought a man was killed by a hit-and-run driver on December 30th.
Now detectives say they're not ruling out the possibility the victim may have been killed before he was run over. For more, we go to News Channel 5's Megan McRoberts to explain what sparked the new theory. Megan.
Well, Michael, that presumed hit and run happened right in this area along Arosa Boulevard in Port St. Lucie a couple weeks ago. And in that time, detectives have been re-interviewing people that they talked to that night. And they learned that those who originally told them that the man was hit by a car actually never saw that happen. And now his injuries could tell another story. This is the first picture we're seeing of 35-year-old Danilo Bicalho dos Reis, a Brazilian man who St. Lucie County detectives believed was killed by a hit-and-run driver December 30th around 8:30 at night.
We have pulled video from the whole street and the surrounding areas, so we have a pretty good timeline.
But Detective Suzanne Woodward says they're missing video or witness statements to fill in about a 10 to 12-minute gap of dos Reis' walk home. He was first seen walking from a store near Prima Vista and Eroso, and he did cross the street a couple times. But now
we can't say definitively that he was struck by a car or something else.
Detectives only know he died from blunt force trauma, which could have come from a fight or altercation.
There was evidence on his body that he was struck by a car, but the evidence where he was struck by a car didn't cause his death.
What injuries were not consistent with being hit by a car?
I'm not going to talk about that.
Woodward says there are at least 3 people who might have more answers. They were inside 2 cars that stopped at the scene and even got out to look at the body.
At this point, believe there are at least 3 other people who made close contact with him that we have not spoken to.
Sheriff Ken Mascara and Woodward are now renewing their plea for witnesses or anyone with information to speak up. And detectives say they don't believe that that man had enemies, so to speak, in the area. He'd only been living here about a week. He had moved to the area from Brazil for work. And anyone who can help detectives solve this case could be eligible for a cash reward through Crime Stoppers. Reporting live in Port St. Lucie, I'm Megan McRoberts, WPTV News Channel 5.